Hey there, aspiring guitarist. I'm going to talk today about what I've seen wreck more guitar journeys in my 52 years of playing than anything. It's not scales, it's not theory, it's not technique. What I have seen wreck more guitar journeys than anything over my lifetime are jerks. And the students' response to jerks. Now, that may have just made everybody leave, but I'm not kidding. Um, Guitar is no different than many other things in life, but one of the things that's so beautiful about the guitar community, and it's hard to define a community because everybody's different. You know, at the very basic level, okay, we all play guitar, but it's like so many other things that I saw this wreck people in high school. I've seen it wreck retired people that are trying to learn everything from the jerk, and I'm going to use the word jerk, and they're a jerk. They're just a jerk. I have some other choice words I could use for them, but let me tell you why they'll wreck your guitar journey. Um, Maybe we seem to think that we have something to achieve before others before we can embrace our own guitar journey. And I remember those days as a teenager when I had to come to a realization that I was not going to be Jimmy Page. I was not going to be Johnny Bench, even though I was a catcher and I was a good catcher. I was not going to be Dick Butkus, even though I was a nose guard that would combine as a middle linebacker. I was not going to be a lot of things that I thought I was going to be, but it didn't keep me from enjoying football. It didn't keep me from enjoying baseball. It didn't keep me from writing. It didn't keep me from all kind of things. So um, it's so easy for people to beat up on you. Ignore them. Cope. Figure out. Go back to your guitar. Learn something new. Laugh at yourself. I had somebody yesterday, it was almost comical. Y'all know I put out a video about the one thing I will not tolerate. Well, it was obvious this person didn't watch the video. They just jumped into the comments. And they didn't read in my description where I said, your comments will never see the light of day. So they see that they've written the comments, but they're being held because I don't let comments out. And it's also the reason I do that, not just to keep jerks off the channel and to keep things positive, but it also allows me to interact with my subscribers. I do try to reply to almost everything that's said. I really do, because I appreciate so much that you took the time to say something. Now, there was a time in my life, I've always been a big, burly, gruff guy. People that know me knew I had a unique childhood, and most people didn't mess with me. So I could take that ego step, and if you threw a rock at me, I'd throw a nuclear bomb back at you. But that's not the Christian thing to do. But I had a guy yesterday. It was just an absolute jerk, and all I did was click the button that hid his comment and removed him from the channel. Now, he may be watching it right now, and I hope that he comes across better in life, because it was obvious he didn't watch the video, and he jumped in and said, what he's going to tell you is either you learn scales or he's not going to have anything to do with you. And those of you that watched it knew it didn't have a thing in the world to do with scales. It had to learn the musical alphabet. That was it. And how it would apply in so many things, whether you ever got to scales or not. Many people mouth off at the mouth before they ever view something. And they'll do that with your guitar journey. So, and then he turns around and he says, and besides, I wouldn't trust anybody with those ridiculous notes on the fretboard. Well, that's okay. And this may be part of my ego responding, which to me, ego, I heard Wayne Dyer, the famous book author, say one time, and I thought it was wonderful. He said, ego is to me an acronym, EGO, Edge God Out. Now, I didn't come here to start an ego discussion, but yeah, I put notes on the fretboard because it helps me teach my granddaughter, my grandson, my own sons. I taught my own sons with a fret-like guitar that lit up. So this is what I have to say to that gentleman, and it's kind of a stab. I admit that. But my wife and I are fixing to go camping, and we camp a lot. In fact, we gave the state of Alabama outdooralabama.com. It was our own website. We used to load the kids up, go camping, take the guitars. We were just a camping family. If I can pull out a guitar at the campground and it's got notes on it, or it has something that will spark a child to be interested, to where I can have a talk with a parent about, well, here are your options. Here are some of the things you can do. Make sure if you're going to get them a guitar, you do a little research. Go look at my channel. I have a whole thing on that. But this is what I did in response. This is an Enya carbon fiber. It's a it's their smallest guitar. It's an excellent guitar. Sounds beautiful. So when I go camping this weekend, I did this last night with my wife. My wife and I sat down, and here's my response to Mr. Jerk. It's your guitar journey. Yours. Play the guitar you want. Learn the way you need to learn. Reach who you need to reach. Because the single biggest thing I've seen destroy guitar journeys are jerks. We can't control jerks, but we can control the way we respond to them. And we can control how they impact us. And we grew up with things like sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Well, words hurt. But don't let people kill your guitar journey. You don't have to get back at them. This may come across to me as me getting back at this guy, but I don't think I got back at him. I turned a very negative person who I can't say is a jerk. I can say they were acting like a jerk. I hope that changes in their life. But what I did was turn it around to something that I hope becomes something positive. And you may have to do that in your guitar journey, which I hope is blessed and most of all, happy picking.